Hey, what's up, guys? So we're gonna be talking about Moulin Glace, the Elemental Lord. So it kind of seems like the Dark Armed of water monsters. So let's go ahead and check him out. So he is a level 8 water sea serpent, and it says he cannot be a normal summoner set, must be special summoned from your hand by having exactly 5 water monsters in your graveyard, and it cannot be special summoned any other ways. When this card is special summoned, you can discard 2 random cards from your opponent's hand. The effect of Moulin Glace, the Elemental Lord, can only be activated once per turn. If this card leaves the field, you cannot conduct your next turn's battle phase. So, pretty interesting card. Coming out in Abyss Rising. So let me know what you guys think of this card. So I'm glad that made it so it says that you can only activate his effect once per turn, as you guys can see. Otherwise, that would allow you to abuse this card with Compulse Evacuation Device, because then you could just be like, oh, activate my effect. Okay, you lose 2 cards. Okay, let me Compulse it. Okay, Special Summon again. So the summon condition, I feel like it's a little bit, harder than Dark Armed, because, having 5, obviously, is, it's going to be a longer game, I'd say. But a lot of water monsters, you summon this to special summon this. And so I think that you can get this out, relatively quick. Although sometimes the problem is if you have, like, a cloggy hand in waters, which actually doesn't happen too often, because I've been playing Mermails and, that archetype for a while, and I really think that it has some potential, and I think that this card could potentially see some play. And the card has 800 attack, so it's relatively beefy. However, I feel like it really needs that 3,000 attack, and that's why I kind of thought, like, oh, this is totally like a water for Darkram, because as you guys know, Darkram has 2,800 attack, and it requires you to have exactly a amount of water. So I mean, it's I guess there's a dark card similar to it, the Dark Creator, which requires you to have 5. I believe it's 5 or more for Dark Creator, but Moulin Glace, the Elemental Lord. So I'm trying to think of how this card can combo well. I mean, you could special summon 2 of these on the field and make a level rank 8 XYZ. So pretty interesting stuff. But I'm trying to think of any other combos with this. And I was thinking perhaps this card would be good with Trade-In, because at the moment I don't know any water decks that run Trade-In. So I thought this would be an option, just because you have Moray of Greed, which is a really good card for waters. It's kind of like a duality that you can still special summon, essentially, and your opponent doesn't know what you have in your hand. Because as you guys know, the problem with Pot of Duality is your opponent knows what you're going to have, and that can hurt just a little bit, because if you add a Solemn Warning and you have 0 back row, then you set the Solemn Warning, or you set 1 card, they probably know it's that card that you added with Duality. And that's why I really think that this, the whole water archetype works really well. Moray of Greed is probably one of the best draw powers for, a lot of archetypes. I still feel like Light and Dark pretty much have the best. Dark having the hands down best card, Allure of Darkness, for draw power, because the drawbacks for it are, not limited at all. Because technically you only have to have 1 Dark, whereas Moray of Greed, you have to have 2 waters. So, I feel like this card could potentially be good with Trade-In, and I'm going to try and see what other cards would combo well with this. If you guys know what combos well with Moulin Glace, the Elemental Lord, let me know in the comment section below, because it's just water monster, it doesn't have to be like Sea Serpent or Aqua, and he is a Sea Serpent himself. So Sea Serpents in general are just getting a huge boost. Just 5 water monsters, so I'm thinking perhaps if you're playing Sea Lancer Monarchs, you can maybe tack one of these in. This card seems, pretty good. The effect is amazing. I mean, discarding 2 cards from your opponent's hand, and it's just pretty good. And I think it could potentially be good. But the problem with this card, I feel, is it's not up to 2 cards. So if they only have 1 card in their hand, you cannot activate this card's effect, because the card has to say up to in order for it to be less than 2 cards. So I feel like that's kind of a drawback. Obviously, it would always be better if it said up to 2. That way, if they only have 1 card in their hand, you could just get rid of it. But you can't, because it has to be 2 cards. And you have to have exactly 5, so it's not 5 or more. So I feel like this card could potentially see some play. But let me know how you guys would use this card, or if you would run it. Because I'm playing the Mermails right now, and I think that it's pretty good. Although I don't know if I would run this card. Because there's that one Mermail that's 1,500 attack, and whenever it's destroyed, you can search another one. But its effect can only be activated once per turn, as far as that Mermail. So you can't Mermail into all 3 of them. So I feel like that kind of sets the deck back just a little bit. Because as you guys know, you can Pyramid Turtle into Pyramid Turtle and Pyramid Turtle, or Mystic Tomato into. You can just get your darks way faster. I know there's Mother Grizzly for waters, but I don't really feel like that card's too good. I feel like Mermails in general are just way too good, as far as you know, the water support is going to be pretty good next format, I'd say. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this card, as well as how would you use this card in combo, because I think it could be possibly used with trade and just get some waters in the grave, as well as using it in Sea Lancer Monarchs perhaps, because you can sell a lot of cards to the graveyard quite quick in that deck. But thanks for watching, guys. Asian Eyes White Dragon, signing out.